Pittsfield.
Area high school football is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the field for high school football on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
Welcome one and all to Montgomery County. The Wildcats at 4-2 will take on the Louisiana Bulldogs at 2-4. I'm Rodney Dolbear alongside Kelly Henderson and Corey Radford on a nice, cool, blustery Friday evening. Ready for some football here this evening from Montgomery County.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how the Bulldogs rebound from a not quite their best effort last week against a solid Montgomery County team here tonight. Interested to see what the coaches have did in this practice week to make the adjustments and prepare them for this team.
We'll be back with the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show after this on Eagle Sports.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Ackles Farm Market, LaCrosse Lumber, and Meyer Implement Company.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice. Our agency is currently looking to hire multiple positions: RNs, LPNs, CNAs, physical therapist assistants, and breastfeeding peer counselor, all from full-time to part-time to contracted. Please visit our website at www.pikecountyhealth.org for more information and to apply online.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
We are back in Montgomery County with the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show. Kelly, you touched on it during the last segment, and Louisiana with a couple of tough weeks in a row back-to-back. Certainly last week a game, if you look at on paper, they were expecting to be competitive, and after the first quarter, really it kind of got away from them, and they're going to need to dig down deep and find some consistency tonight, because certainly the level of competition has gone up.
Right, and you'll hear in my keys to the game, one of them is they're going to have to play a lot cleaner game. Too many miscues, too many bad snaps, too many mishandled snaps, too many penalties. A lot of that has got to get cleaned up before they've got a chance to beat anyone. And hopefully the coaching staff worked on a lot of that this week.
We are on a bit of an abbreviated pregame this week. This Friday night, we'll be back with the Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate Keys to the Game after this on Eagle Sports.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by All Parts, Eagle's Nest Inn, Bed and Breakfast, and Sun Window Company.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Good evening. We are back in Montgomery County. As I mentioned earlier, it's a bit cold and blustery. We are stationed from our broadcast perch in the upper reaches of the bleachers in full contact with the elements this evening, so it'll be almost like we are on the field playing.
And I'm sure that those at home can probably hear the wind blow through the mics every now and again so they can get the true feeling of what we're doing here tonight.
Absolutely. As we roll forward, we will now have the Vicky Cadwalder Real Estate keys to the game.
So the three keys to the game tonight, Rodney, are coaching for Louisiana needs to be flexible. They need to be willing to adjust quickly and not wait. They need to recognize what's going on and then be willing to change quickly. I'm going to break for the national anthem. So to continue on, key number 2 is coaches need to listen to their spotter that's up in the box. They've got a really good spotter up there. He knows the game. He can see the entire field, and they need to pay attention to what that spotter in the box is telling them. The third and final thing is it seems like that the Bulldogs are getting a little more sloppier every game. And they need to play a clean game tonight. They need to eliminate the mistakes. They need to eliminate the multiple penalties. They need to eliminate the bad snaps. They need to eliminate the mishandled snaps. They need to eliminate the fumbles, the turnovers. They need to go back and try to play a good, clean game and then go from there. So those are my 3 keys to the game for tonight.
Well, I certainly thought that among other things that befell the Bulldogs last week, it was the sloppiest game that I've seen them play this year. They had the most penalties and made quite a few just unforced errors.
Corey, how many penalties they have last week? Do you remember?
I believe they had 10 penalties, which was more than the first 5 games combined. It was very sloppy. My 3 keys to the game are: we should have brought chicken broth.
Yep.
Make sure hypothermia doesn't set in.
Yeah.
And whenever you hear the wind blowing in our microphones, our wives or ex-wives would contend that's just wind going through our ears.
Yeah. Good point. So
this has been the Vicky Cadwalder Real Estate Keys to the Game. Back with the Community State Bank starting lineups after this on Eagle Sports.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, Brown's Auto Body Services, and Kearns Construction.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
The Eagles nest in bed and breakfast in Louisiana.
Louisiana is back, now operating under new ownership. The Eagle's Nest Inn B&B is happy to once again provide a charming and inviting lodging experience for your family, friends, and business guests. For reservations, visit eaglesnestinbb.com or call 573-725-5108. Looking forward to serving you. The Eagle's Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast, Louisiana.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
Community State Bank starting lineups right now for Montgomery County at receiver. They list 4 receivers: Jacob Brower, Landon Massey, Dayton Simmons, and Mason Liu. They list 1 running back, Bryson Hoffman, Jace Ellis at quarterback. Across the offensive line, Caden Emley, Tatum Wessel, Ben Ratchard, James Pollard, and Christian Naylor. For Louisiana, starters, there's 2 changes to the starting lineup. Tommy Black back in the starting lineup tonight, and also in the starting lineup at another receiver, Will Chidster, for Cooper Lumley. Across the offensive line, it'll be Alec Polston, Brendan Hughes, Wyatt Martin, Elon King, and Nick Tula. Alex Zirwa, he wears number 14. He'll be at 1 wide receiver. Ethan Harrison is your quarterback. Brady Shepard is at running back alongside DeMarco Green. Louisiana has won the toss and will receive. Green will stand at his own 10-yard line with Zirwa and Harrison, the upbacks, at the 20. Montgomery County will kick off left to right. We're just about ready to get things underway. 30 seconds left on the clock.
So this win tonight is surely going to affect the passing games on both teams. Even when it's going with you, your quarterback has to adjust with the wind, even if it's help.
I was down on the field pregame getting starting lineups, and just to watch the punts, how they would go. The wind's going from the right to the left on your screens if you're watching at home, from the north to the south.
Christian Naylor tees it up at the 40-yard line. He moves into it and kicks it high end over end. It comes to the near side to the 20-yard line. Harrison takes it to the 30, 35, still on his feet to the 37, and Louisiana starts from there with decent field position.
23-yard line by Ethan Harrison.
We haven't seen a lot of deep kicks this year so far, fellas. That's one of the only ones. There seems to be a kind of a strategy not to kick it deep this year. A lot of short kicks, maybe just trying to steal extra possessions.
Yeah.
Spot comes in at the 36. So that's where Louisiana will put it in play. They huddle on the far side of the field. And here come the Bulldogs, just underway in the first quarter for Montgomery County. Bulldogs line up. Harrison checks his armband. He stands at the 30-yard line, 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Offset to his right is Shepard. Hand off Shepard up the middle, hit at the line of scrimmage, fighting for yardage. Not going to get much, may even lose a yard. Play that they have run at different times in the year with some success, not so much last week.
On the carry,
and this one, we'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it appears Montgomery County's running some sort of defense close to Mark Twain, where they're kind of squeezing the middle up and going to make Louisiana run the perimeter maybe this week.
3 wide receivers to the top of the field, 2nd and 10. Harrison awaits the snap, calls for it, drops straight back to pass, has some time, steps up in the pocket, now pulls it down, and he's going to be sacked and lose about 4. Had a chance to get rid of that ball and chose not to, and it's going to be 3rd and about 14.
Yeah, they sent the corner off of the right side of the Bulldog line, and the running back picked up the blitz very nicely, and should have been a man open if nothing else. The running lane should have been there, and just didn't happen.
They sent 2 off that edge. They left 2 receivers wide open back to the safety, and Michael just couldn't get the ball off.
3rd and 12 after the loss of 2 on the sack. Harrison takes the snap, handoff straight up the middle. Now he pulls it running to the right side, 35-40, still on his feet, 45, across midfield. First down, the chains will move on an option look, and the keeper by Harrison He crosses midfield into Montgomery County territory.
There's that belly to Brady Shepard in the pull and go to the perimeter with it that we were begging for last week from the second quarter on.
Yeah.
So that's a nice call and a nice execution there by the Bulldogs.
That's been Michael Harrison's best run since the North Callaway game almost 2 weeks ago.
Louisiana picks up the 3rd and 12, 1st and 10 from the Montgomery County 47. A nice gain on 3rd down. Harrison has 2 receivers to the far side. Black split to the near side. This time handoff up the middle. Shepard looked like nearly a face mask, but Brady's going to gain about 3.5 on the play. Ball will be spotted down just outside the 45.
Yep, that little perimeter run opened the middle back up. They moved some defenders a little wider that time in case they come perimeter again and gave them some room in the middle.
Zierwall stands wide to the right side, Black to the near side. Green will split out from the slot. He stands on the hash at the 49-yard line.
Do they take advantage of the wind to their back on a pass play here?
2nd and 7, snap, handoff Shepard in the backfield, tries to cut it up, not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose about 1 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, don't mind the play call there. They were trying to go off tackle. Don't mind it. Montgomery County just defended that very well.
3rd and 9.
Chidstron's Black split to the near side. Green also slot to the left as well. Snap back. Harrison hands to Shepard running up the middle. Going to gain maybe 1, nothing more. It'll bring up a 4th down. Louisiana had basically an unbalanced line to the near side, and there was just nothing but tough sledding for Shepard as he hit the line of scrimmage. 4th and 9. Ball resting at the 47-yard line of Montgomery County. Louisiana keeps their offense on the field. 2 receivers top of the field, 2 to the near side as well. Single man in the backfield is Harrison, who got offside on Montgomery County on the hard count. So that's going to be making a more manageable 4th down, 4th and 9 to 4th and 3 or 4.
You know, and kudos to the Bulldogs, because even whenever you are going on long count, it's not entirely impossible for your own guys to jump. So good job of them guys holding their water.
4th and a long 3, call it 4.
4th down 3.
Trip receivers to the top of the field. Single receivers Black to the near side. He stands on the left hash. Shepard's offset right. Harrison in the backfield calls for the snap. Takes the snap, handoff. Shepard up the middle, fighting for yardage. He's going to get the first down inside the 40 to the 36-yard line, and the chains will move.
Good hard running the right side of that Bulldog line that time. Had a nice surge, won the battle, moved the line of scrimmage, and they're going to have to continue to do that to be successful tonight.
7 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first quarter. A nice drive underway for Louisiana. They started at their own 36-yard line. They now have it at the Montgomery County 35, 1st and 10. Black, Chidster, and Green split to the left. Zierwall stands on the far side of the field, just in front of the Bulldog bench, as the play comes in from the sideline. Clock running, and a timeout on the field as the play clock was about to expire. We'll step aside for a break as well. This is Bulldog football on Eagle Sports.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Central State Bank of Illinois, Craig's Truck and Tractor, and Woods Smoked Meats.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri. Member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
After after the timeout. 1st and 10 Louisiana at the Montgomery County 35. 3 receivers near side. Pitch to the right side to Shepard. Gets the corner to the 35, inside the 35 to the 30. And a nice gain on 1st down on the option pitch to Brady Shepard. Picks up 5 on 1st down.
So whenever that time Louisiana line trips over to the left side and on the inside slot receiver, the Montgomery County defender was off of him about 10 yards. Hopefully that coaching staff sees this, because there's a lot of opportunities there on that defensive alignment.
They're going to give him 4 on the 1st down play. 2nd and 6. Snap back. Harrison rolls to the left, looks to cut it up. Hit at the line of scrimmage, fights for yards. He'll get across the 35 to maybe the 33. Not a bad gain, and pick up a 3 or 4 more, so it'll be 3rd and relatively short.
So far, the offensive play calling has had some variation in it, and like what they're doing so far.
More outside runs this week through the first 6 minutes, and I think the whole game last week.
3rd and 3. Ball at the Montgomery County 27-yard line. 5 minutes, 56 left in the first quarter. Snap coming to the near side. Green has it to the 30. He's hit in the backfield. Still fighting for yards. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe picks up 1. Nice hard run by DeMarco Green to pick up anything on that one. Not going to be much.
Yeah, had the jet sweep look there on that play. Again, don't mind the call. Blocking could have been a little better over on that left side there. Again, the initial contact's good, but the guys have to maintain their blocks a little longer than what they're doing.
4th and 2. Offense stays on the field. Shepard offset to the right in the pistol formation. Harrison calls for the snap with 2 receivers to the right side. Handoff right up the middle. Shepard into the backfield to the 10, to the 5, to the house. Touchdown, L.A. Bulldogs. Brady Shepard.
Caught Montgomery on a heavy blitz that time. The corner on the left side of their defense was coming hard, which meant the linebackers had to spread out a little bit, and it was a nice call at an opportune time. It was vacated there in that middle, and Brady Shepard made a couple nice cuts to be able to score the touchdown.
Well, Louisiana breaks on top 6-0. 5 minutes, 4 seconds left in the first quarter, and you couldn't ask for much better start than that. A nice, long, time-consuming drive, 2-point conversion, handoff coming to the near side to Zierwa. Throws into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good to Chidster. Wide open. What a nice look.
What a nice play design.
Nice play design. Zierwa gives the sweep look coming this direction and had a man just standing all alone in the end zone for the good 2-point conversion. And it's 8-0 Bulldogs. Back with more on Eagle Sports after this.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by MASH, Pike County Glass, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly, Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
Weston Marshall from Montgomery County, he stands at his own 17-yard line. Harrison set to kick it away for Louisiana. Louisiana takes it, and it's an onside kick down the right side. It looks like Montgomery County has fallen on it. So the Wildcats will get it their first possession. They'll have it with good field position at their own 47-yard line.
So Montgomery County's offense centers around their quarterback. You'll see him run the ball a lot. He throws the ball some, but everything kind of centers around him. I kind of wonder if Louisiana has put a spy on him this week.
Well, he'll open up with 2 receivers to the top of the field, 2 to the near side as well. Ellis has 1 back in the backfield alongside. Bryson Hoffman stands offset to his left. Ellis changes the play, now looks to take the snap. He does. He just comes to the near side, hit in the backfield, and he's going to be dropped by Polston. Alec Polston drops Ellis for a 2-yard loss on first down.
Went absolutely unblocked, and that's a little odd, being that Louisiana's opened up in a 3-man front on their defense here. They've opened up in a 3-4 and went absolutely unblocked.
Bunched formation to the near side. Ellis stands alone in the backfield, and we've got Arena League football game has broken out. There'll be an offside penalty against Montgomery County. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that.
No.
That's everybody but the center.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be 2nd and 17. Now Louisiana has Montgomery County behind the chains. It would be good to keep them there. Empty backfield. Ellis looks to the right, looks to throw, has a man open at the 45-yard line. Good pursuit by Louisiana, not going to gain much. Gets back to near the original line of scrimmage. Brower, green right there for Louisiana with Harrison and Nick Tula.
Yep, pretty nice coverage. Montgomery ran a little out right there. It's pretty hard to defend, but the guy was right there to make the tackle.
3rd and 11. Chance for Louisiana to get off the field here. Ellis changes the formation, resets his offense. 5 receivers in the formation, empty backfield. Ellis takes the high snap, looks to roll to the left, under pressure, gets out of it, sets up and throws it downfield into coverage, and it's caught at the 30-yard line.
No, he's out of bounds.
They're going to say out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It'll be 4th and 11. It was a nice throw and catch. Zierwall had coverage, but the throw took the receiver out of the field of play, so it'll be 4th and 11. You would think Montgomery County now will have to kick it away.
You would think. Louisiana did a nice job of getting some pressure on the Montgomery County quarterback there, not giving him all day to throw. So far the effort has been good with the Louisiana Bulldogs on defense.
Absolutely.
Wins in the face of Montgomery County here.
They keep the offense on the field. Ellis drops back a little bit further. I don't know what he will do. He is going to move into it and punt it. Kind of angles it to the right side, out of bounds. It's going to be a short kick.
They've got roughing the kicker.
Well, that's an unforced error there. If that's the case, we'll see what the officials say. Roughing the kicker defense.
Did you get a number, Corey? Who reffed? I followed the punt out.
No, but I've never heard the referees have microphones at a high school game before tonight.
Yeah.
Well, they mark this off. And it's going to be a 15-yard variety. And it's unfortunate. Obviously, Louisiana was off the field. First down, Montgomery County moves it inside Louisiana territory to the 39-yard line. But the formation is such that the quarterback, who also is the punter, stands about 7 or 8 yards deep, and he rolled out and then punted. Well, he was under pressure, and the defender just couldn't pull up in time to not run into the punter. 1st and 10, Ellis rolls straight out to his left. Shepard provides pressure, caught over the middle at the 30-yard line, inside the 30 to the 25, coming near side, falling down just short of the 20-yard line. That was a really good spot. Brower.
It's fine. Again, Bulldogs had some pressure there where it was at, and just quarterback was able to find his guy in the middle of the field.
3 receivers top of the field. Ellis drops straight back to pass. He's under pressure once again, rolls to his right, has a man at the 10-yard line, caught there, diving into the end zone, and it's a touchdown, Montgomery County.
Got some D-backs that are getting their eyes in the backfield and losing track of where the receivers are at. They're going to have to stay a little more focused on where the receivers are at.
Well, that drive took a minute and a half, and Montgomery County will attempt the extra point kick.
Several opportunities by Louisiana there to get them off the field and just
stubbing
their own toe.
Right. They have to play the clean game to have a chance.
High snap, ball back. It's going to be no good. And that is an incomplete or a failed point after. 8-6 Louisiana on top by 2. 3:29 left first quarter. Back with more on Eagle Sports after this break.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by J. Roberts Jewelry, Pike County Title Company, and Gambino's Eatery.
This year, we considered hiring an ad agency to help with our marketing.
I was following the pun.
They pitched impressive visuals and a script that was inspiring.
And exotic animal mascots to help grab your attention.
In the end, we just decided to tell it to you straight. Shelter Insurance has award-winning customer service at affordable rates.
Plus, our local agents are there to help you understand what coverage you need.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Rick Rodhouse, Country Financial Agent, Noah Builders, and Central State Bank of Illinois.
Louisiana set to get the ball back for their second offensive possession of the game. They had a 7-minute drive resulting in a touchdown to begin this ball game. Montgomery County comes back, and the kick is away. It's going to be fielded at the 30-yard line by the up man Harrison. He takes it to the 38-yard line. And a nice job there with a 10-yard return, maybe 8 yards, and they'll put it in play with good field position.
Another extended drive by the Bulldogs would be just what the doctor ordered here. Hopefully not going to fourth down 2 times like on the last drive where they have to convert on fourth. Although it's good whenever they did have to, they were able to.
Three minutes, 26 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Sun is officially set. Harrison stands in the backfield, has Shepard to the right. Fakes the pitch, still has pitch relationship, but couldn't quite get the pitch off. Nice gain by Harrison on first down. He crosses the 40 to the 43 before being dragged down by a host of Wildcats. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Nice acceleration by Harrison. Good decision making, quick decision making.
Well, that option look is open so far, and they've had some good success with it. And I could certainly see at some point that pitch going to Shepard and having some success with it.
And they're mixing it up enough that Montgomery County right now is doing some guessing on defense, and that's exactly what you want whenever you're calling an offense.
2nd and 6. Bad snap. Oh, no. That's a forward pass. Incomplete forward pass. Shovel pass intended for Shepard. It'll be, well, they're going to say he was down.
Yeah.
Must have touched the knee when getting the ball. It was a bad snap. Harrison had to lean to his right and pick it up. Must have touched the knee down. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 10.
So going back to the keys of the game in the clean game, there's a roughing the kicker and there's a really bad snap. So there's 2 within the first quarter that if they hope to win this game, they've got to clean those up.
Shepard offsets to the left side. Harrison fakes it. Handoff is faked. Harrison keeps it up the gut. It's going to lose about 3. It'll be ball's out, but the whistle has blown the play dead. It'll be marked at the 36-yard line. Be 4th and 12. Not a manageable 4th down yardage.
Loss of 2 on the play brings up 4th down.
This would be a good time to say at halftime. Stay tuned. Dr. Tom Ward, Superintendent of Louisiana R2 School District, will be on with us. Talk about homecoming and a few other things going on in Louisiana R2 School.
Harrison drops back, takes a good snap, moves into it, gets away. A nice kick angling to the left side. It bounces at the 30. Takes kind of a Montgomery County bounce. It'll be downed right there at the 30, but a good kick by Harrison, and Montgomery County puts it in play 1st and 10 from their own 30.
Yeah, very, very good punt. Obviously aided by the wind. I would have to say 10, 20, 30, about a 40, 44-yard punt. So it does change field position. Louisiana generally on kickoffs, kicks short, so this is one of their better field positions.
And he got 0 roll out of that punt.
Yeah.
It actually checked up and backed up a yard.
Like a bad chip. Or a good one.
Good chip.
Quarterback this time angles to his left side. He's hit and drugged down. Ellis drugged down by Shepard. Looked like he had some space. Did gain about 4.5, 5 yards.
Shepard did a nice job of holding that edge that time and attacking the outside shoulder, not letting him completely outside of him. We haven't seen that very often.
On video here, Kelly, trying to get Louisiana to jump offside on a quick count.
Yep.
Ellis airs it out down the right side, has good coverage. It's going to go out of bounds. Pass intended for Jacob Brower.
Yeah, just a simple go pattern down the sideline. Another ball that was poorly placed by the Montgomery County quarterback. Threw it way too far out of bounds. Might have something to do with the wind.
Well, with the wind or against the wind, it's just going to be a tough day to throw the football, especially any kind of long patterns, because that wind is really moving the ball around, and the wind pushed that ball 7, 8 yards out of bounds.
Yeah, that was the Bob Seeger against the wind ball.
3rd and a long 6. Shovel pass into the backfield, coming to the near side, hit after a gain of about 3.
So notice the Louisiana defense, the corners where they've been playing the inside technique are now playing an outside technique. Don't see that very often in high school.
4th and 1, offense stays on the field. Ellis has a man in motion across the formation. Looks to run straight up the middle, has the first down yardage and more across the 40 to the 45-50, still on his feet outside to the 40, and he'll be wrestled out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Yeah. It was a nice run, but there was 2 blatant holds on the line by Montgomery County there that never got called that time. Of course, you're not going to see them every time, but it's pretty blatant to me up here that the right side of that offensive line was holding.
That would explain the clear path deep into Louisiana territory. Well, we have completed the first quarter of play. Montgomery County will have it 1st and 10 at the Louisiana 25 when we come back after the break on Eagle Sports.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Bill Allen Auction Services, and Knight Equipment Company.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Start the second quarter.
Well, we're getting ready to get things underway. Second quarter of play. Louisiana takes the opening kickoff and a 7-minute drive, marched it the length of the field, scored with the good 2-point conversion. It was actually to Blackwell. Pass from Zerwa. Montgomery County answered with a score of their own, and they have it back 1st and 10 at the Louisiana 25. 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the top of the field. Ellis stands alone in the backfield and awaits the snap. Wide splits on the offensive line. High snap, running straight to the right side, looks to get to the corner. He's going to be out of bounds after a short gain. They marking him out at the 23-yard line, gain of 2 on 1st down.
So here's one of these coaches' adjustments. Montgomery County's found something over to their weak side on offense where they're able to seal down and have a clear running lane for this quarterback. So they're going to have to get somebody out a little bit on that edge and try to shut that down.
Montgomery County likes to spread the field. Players from boundary to boundary. 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the top of the field to the short side. Ellis straight up the middle, hit at the line of scrimmage. Not going to get much. He won't make the 20-yard line, gain of maybe 2 more. It'll be 3rd and 6.
little bit surprised with the
call.
With the outside runs that have been successful.
They've been successful. I'm not sure why. What they thought they saw up the middle there whenever they've been able to crease off tackle with that quarterback, like they haven't been as successful as they are.
2 receivers top of the field once again. Ellis looks to throw, has a man in the backfield chasing him down, ball over the middle, and it's, I believe they're going to say, caught at the 7-yard line. Man was on the ground and it was thrown where he could catch it.
Yeah.
Nice pitch and catch there.
He's wide open. I don't know. These defensive backs have got to stay disciplined and stay with the receiver. I don't know. Their eyes are starting to wander back there, and they're just losing their guys.
Well, they know that Ellis is capable and likes to take off and run, and I think they're checking on his position more often than not. A little bit of a trickery, shovel pass. It's going to go for a negative 3-yard gain. Hoffman with the reception, but no gain on the play. Actually, a loss of about 2.
Nice play by number 11 for Louisiana there to read that.
You know, back to the defensive backs getting back in the field, and you're right. I mean, they know he can run. They know he's good at it, but they have to stay disciplined, and everybody has to do their own job. You know, you get in a lot of trouble when you try to do your job and 2 other ones out on that field.
2nd and 9, pass into the flat at the 10. Lots of Bulldogs there. Not much on that play, gain of maybe 2. Good defense there, stayed at home. Pass goes nowhere. It'll be 3rd and 9. 3rd and goal to go from the 9.
Good awareness and good discipline by the linebackers there to see that back slip out and just stand there. They was ready for that.
3rd and 9. Just underway, 2nd quarter, Montgomery County and Louisiana. 8-6 Bulldogs. Ellis pitches it out to the right side at the 10-yard line. Has a man there caught, tripped up, falls forward to the 6. Mason Liu with the catch. Gain of 3. It'll be 3rd. Make it 4th and goal to go from the 5-yard line, maybe 6.
Anybody watching that, do not leave your feet when you're making a tackle. Drive through the ball carrier right there. Louisiana defender was very lucky to kind of trip up the Montgomery receiver by his ankle.
He was, and also some fundamentals with Louisiana I've seen this year, leave their feet, but then also they get heads up with the ball carrier and they stop their feet.
4th down, dropping back to pass. Ellis looks into the corner of the end zone. Picked off in the end zone by Louisiana. Ethan Harrison intercepted, and Louisiana thwarts the drive and has it 1st and 10 from the Montgomery County 20.
I think Ethan baited him just a little bit. He slowed up just a little behind that receiver, and once he saw it leave, he made that big step up in front and was able to pick.
Absolutely did.
Heads up play.
Where's the excitement from Louisiana? I mean, that's a huge play. And
huge stop,
and there's nobody there to congratulate him. It's just ho hum. Let's go back to the line to run more offense.
Well, everybody's playing every down. They're conservative.
Everybody's both ways. Good job. Let's go to work on the other side now.
And they're wind burnt. They just want to get back out here and run clock.
Yeah.
Well, huge play. Harrison with the pick in the end zone. Louisiana back on the offense, 1st and 10 from their own 20. Handoff up the middle. Shepard bounces off a man at the 20, falls forward to the 23. Gain of 2 or 3 on the play.
Wessel on the tackle. Gain of 3, makes it 2nd down and 7.
I'd like to see him go back to some of the edge plays that they were running on the first drive that resulted in a score.
I would like to see a counter option out of here. Montgomery's doing a good job of flowing to the ball, and so much so that I think a good counter option off of that belly to Shepard would be open.
Harrison puts Green in motion behind the formation. Handoff to Shepard. He sidesteps a man and gets to the 25-yard line. Not much there, maybe a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Louisiana, you've got to capitalize. The Louisiana that we've seen a few weeks ago that was capitalizing off the turnovers and wins against Crystal City and North Galloway, this is what we need to see out of Louisiana on this drive.
Harrison empties the backfield, stands all alone, 7 yards deep. Takes the snap, looks to go straight up the middle. Not going to have anything there. I mean, there was no chance on that play.
No, and all you had to do was look out to the right where Louisiana had trips. Montgomery County only had 2 defenders on those 3 guys out there. So that meant there had to be an extra guy in the middle to take that up. That's something that should have been read pretty quick.
Read and an automatic call between the hot receiver and Harrison, the quarterback.
4th and 7. Harrison drops back into the punt formation, takes a high snap. He gets it, moves into it. This one's blocked at the 20-yard line, rolling around at the 15, picked up at the 15 to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Montgomery County on the blocked punt.
Yeah, low punt, went into the back of one of his blockers, either into his back or into the back of his helmet. Got knocked sideways. Harrison couldn't find the ball. He was looking, couldn't find it, and Montgomery was able to scoop and score.
Scoop and score for Montgomery County, so they now have their first lead, 12-8. And they'll run the offense out for the 2-point conversion. .703 left in the second quarter of play. Montgomery County with a 2-point conversion forthcoming. They lead 12-8.
Got an unnecessary roughness on that tackle in the end zone, so Montgomery's going to get that yardage added on the kickoff.
Bryson Hoffman scooped up the loose ball and scored the touchdown.
You don't want to compound a negative with a negative.
Ellis checks with the sideline, calls the play, has 5 receivers in the formation, takes the snap, running to his right side.
There it is.
And he's going to be hit and fall into the end zone for the good 2-point conversion. And it's 14-8, Montgomery County. Here's 7:03 left in the second quarter of play. Back with more on Eagle Sports after this.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Ackles Farm Market, Lacrosse Lumber, and Meyer Implement Company.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Well, after the mark-off of the penalty, Montgomery County will tee it up at the Louisiana 45-yard line, so you would certainly expect Louisiana to be backed up into their own zone, but it also may give an opportunity for a good return as well.
I would look for the onside kick here, because even if
it's a squib kick, bounces at the 20-yard line, picked up and out of bounds with it at the 16 is Zerwa.
Oh, a little trick to teach your kick returners there. If Zerwa would have put 1 foot out of bounds, 1 foot inbounds, and caught that, it would have been an illegal procedure call against Montgomery County.
Right.
16-yard line, where Montgomery County will take over first down and 10.
Louisiana backed up to the 16, has it 1st and 10. They've got 7 minutes left. It took 7 minutes to score their first drive. That would be good symmetry to start and finish the drive with matching 7-minute touchdown jaunts. Green comes in motion, takes it, cuts it upside in the backfield, still on his feet, not going to gain much, going to lose about 3 or 4 on the play. Back inside the 15 to the 13, loss of 3.
It's just kind of a slower developing play, a little jet sweep action.
Yeah.
And Montgomery County kept outside containment very well.
A little bit of stretch out there too, and Louisiana blockers just weren't able to hold their blocks long enough to do any good there.
like the idea of getting the ball in Green's hand. I would like to see it more on the counter move, Kelly, like you mentioned earlier, rather than just a pure jet sweep. Handoff to the left side. Pass down to the 45. Caught wide open to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. No one's going to catch Zerwa. Touchdown, L.A. Bulldogs on a pitch out pass.
So basically that's what they ran on the two-point conversion. They're catching Montgomery County whenever the backs are reading run. They're catching them coming up to the line and run support and cheating really hard. And that was wide open. I would say Zerwa was open by, 15 yards?
15 yards,
yeah.
And by the time he waited on the ball to get there, it was about 7 yards, and then he pulled away from all defenders.
Was Green the one that threw that on the jet sweep action?
No, it was
number 3.
Yes, it was that was Cooper Lumley.
Cooper Lumley.
Cooper Lumley.
Got his arm from his mom, I'm sure.
2-point pass into the right side of the end zone.
Oh.
Cooper Lumley wide open. Oh, he dropped it. Had it swatted out of his hands by the defender.
Yes, and Ethan Harrison had nice touch on that football, especially as windy as it is.
Well, Louisiana with an 87-yard strike.
Yeah, something's going on here.
Oh, Montgomery's declining it. It must be on Louisiana, I think. I don't know. They're waving it off.
Waving it off. Picking it up.
6:04. That drive took about 59 seconds. We're all tied at 14. 6 minutes to go, second quarter. Back with more on Eagle Sports after this.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by All Parts, Eagles Nest Inn, Bed and Breakfast, and Sun Window Company.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Follow Area High School Sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Well, an action-packed last couple of minutes. Louisiana backed up deep in their own territory with the pitch to Lumley running to his left. Zerwa slipped behind the defenders. Lumley hits him at about midfield, and Zerwa does the rest. 87 yards, touchdown, Lumley to Zerwa. 2-point conversion failed, and we're tied at 14.
Yeah, just a beautiful throw by Cooper Lumley, who isn't the quarterback.
Squib kick to the right side. This one looks like it could be recovered by Harrison. I'm not so sure that he didn't get it.
I think Montgomery snagged it right as Ethan was going. Yeah. So I'm going to go back to that last drive. You know, you had the jet sweep by Green that didn't do much, and they turn around the very next play, and it said, oh, my, there's the same play again, only they're running it with Lumley. And Lumley stops and throws the ball in, and I'm sure that somebody on Louisiana staff saw their corners cheating up on that jet sweep, which allowed Zerwa to be wide open. So now the corners have to think about it pretty hard for the rest of the game whenever they see that play.
Defensive backs had a no moment.
Yeah.
Ellis takes the snap, fights for yardage right up the middle. Going to gain about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Drive started at their own 45-yard line.
So that was that little veer that he's had a lot of success on tonight, and Louisiana did a little better job of pinching that down that time. Still was positive for Montgomery County, but wasn't the 10 and 12 yards that we saw before.
Handoff in the backfield, not going to be much there.
Another shovel pass, Rodney.
A little shovel pass that didn't go very far.
Shovel pass complete to Leif McCurdy, no gain on the play.
They are using the shovel pass more than the Kansas City Chiefs on the goal line.
Leif McCurdy with the reception. Didn't gain much. We'll call it 3rd and 5. Ellis, 5 receivers in formation, rolls to his right, looks to get to the corner, cuts back inside at the 50-yard line, going to be brought down about a yard and a half short of the first down. It'll be 4th and 1.
Bulldog defense did a nice job of stringing that out, not giving up the edge. He did get a few yards, but that was just off of Ellis's hard running there.
4th and 1. Ellis stands alone in the backfield. In mass, the entire team looks to the bench. Play is now called. Ellis calls for the snap.
Yeah.
And gets Louisiana to jump. I thought they're going to call it on Louisiana. There was an offensive lineman, 73, maybe flinched in reaction to them, to Louisiana. Nonetheless, the penalty moves the chains.
So going back to the keys of the game and the clean game, there's number 4 of unforced errors that Louisiana's made, and they just can't continue to do this and win this ball game.
1st and 10. Ball spotted at the Louisiana 41-yard line. 4 minutes, 17 seconds left in the second. Ellis straight back to pass, has a man over the middle. Hit and dropped by Brower.
You know, Montgomery County is not scared to throw over the middle. The short and intermediate pass over the middle. They feel like it's working. You know, Louisiana may be able to show blitz and drop a backer right back in that zone sometime during a pass and be able to.
Well, and we've seen low passes by the Montgomery County quarterback. Maybe get your hands up if you're a defensive tackle and get a tip ball. One of your defensive backs can intercept it.
2nd and 10. Ellis rolls to his right. Has a seam if he wants to run it. Has a man wide open at the 30. Still on his feet to the 25, inside the 25 to the 23. And that pass caught by Mason Liu. It will move the chains once again.
So again, the Louisiana defensive backs caught in no man's land, you know, trying to defend the run, watching him roll out that way and trying to decide what to do and leave the receiver all alone.
Well, neither the receiver or the quarterback was covered that time, as Ellis could have run for about 10 yards. He threw for about 20. 1st and 10, Montgomery County at the 22-yard line of Louisiana. Ellis stands alone in the backfield, looks to the right side. This ball could be caught. It could have been intercepted, should have been intercepted by Chidster. Boys, that was a pick 6 waiting to happen, coming right at us right there.
Yeah, he did a nice job. Chester did a really nice job of reading the route. He jumped the route. He just, I believe it went right through his hands. He had to jump a little bit and just split his hands, but he did a nice job of reading that.
Kelly, I want you to look at the wide gaps between the linemen. Can you see this?
Yeah.
2nd and 10. Ellis rolls to his right. The pocket rolls with him. Under pressure, has a man wide open at the 10. Sidesteps a man at the 5. Will be drugged down inside the 5. 1st and goal, Montgomery County.
Boy, Louisiana's defense has got to figure some way to cover the out. He's about every out that they've ran, they've been able to complete. We're going to have to find some way to cover that out.
How you generally want to attack a wide gap offensive line is you want to attack it with slants and get in those gaps very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Ellis from the 4-yard line, stutter steps at the 5, cuts it right up the middle, touchdown, Montgomery County. Chase Ellis from 4 yards out.
You know, a patient run by Chase Ellis there. It looked like it was designed to go up the middle. He saw the left side of his offensive line collapse the defensive line of the Bulldogs and just slid right down that side and was able to go in to the end zone there.
3 minutes, 13 seconds left in the second quarter. Naylor on to attempt the point after kick. Snap back, ball down, kick is up, high, long, and it is good. 21-14 is the score. 3:13 left, second quarter. Back with more on Eagle Sports after this break.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, Brown's Auto Body Services, and Kearns Construction.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life, and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
You can't hear me, so we need to turn up my and you very rarely, Kelly, okay.
We're back here at Montgomery County. Back to you, Rodney.
3:13 to play. 21-14 is the score. Louisiana set to receive the kickoff after the touchdown drive, the 4-yard run from Ellis with Naylor. The point after kick was good. Naylor moves into it at the 40. This one's kind of a squib kick and gets up in the air and fielded nicely at the 45. And Louisiana puts it in play there. Plenty of time to drive down and answer that score here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Louisiana received the ball to start the game, so it'd be nice to get a score here, get a tied game, or maybe even Louisiana go up going into halftime here. Homecoming at Montgomery County.
1st and 10. Louisiana puts it in play at their own 45-yard line. (21-14) Montgomery County. Officials huddle at the 45. And now they aren't changing the spot, but they are moving it to, it was outside the left hash. They move it to the hash. And here we go.
1st and 10 for Louisiana, 45-yard line.
1st and 10.
Warm hash sounds good right now.
Single receiver to the near side for Louisiana. Zeros stands at the top of the field near the Louisiana bench. 2 backs in the backfield. Harrison and Shepard. Harrison takes the snap, hands to Shepard. He's going to be hit in the backfield. He'll lose about a yard. Brady hit that time before he got to the line of scrimmage.
Yep. Definite jailbreak. Montgomery County front 7 there. Hole somewhere in that O-line.
If that's an option play right there, that's one Michael needs to pull out and run off the edge, because everybody
was in the middle.
To Shepard there.
All right, here's where you get your situation. Louisiana having 3 on this right side. And
Ethan pitches to the left side, running around the end is Shepard. Couldn't get the corner, got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 11.
Ran weak side that time. I'm not sure that they couldn't come over strong side the way they're trying to defend those trips and have some success if your receivers can hold the block at all.
Just a little over 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Harrison drops straight back to pass under pressure. He's going to be hit and sacked. Big loss on the play. 1 minute, 57 seconds and counting.
You know, I'm not real sure. I mean, Montgomery County showed what they were going to do. They were stacked around the tackles and from tackle to tackle and was bringing more than Louisiana could block there. And I don't know if the quarterback has the option here to be able to check out of that play, or if he didn't read that defense before he started. But they've got to be able to get out of something like that in the future if they see the Montgomery County lining up like that.
After the sack, Montgomery County stops the clock and takes a timeout. We'll take one as well. Back with more on Eagle Sports after this.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Central State Bank of Illinois, Craig's Truck and Tractor, and Wood Smoked Meats.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Well, Louisiana, the last time they lined up in punt formation, had it blocked. Ball rolled free at the 15-yard line. Montgomery County picked it up and scored. Harrison drops back into the punt formation. Need to get this off cleanly. Have a flag on the play. High kick. It's going to hit and take a Montgomery County bounce. Need to get on it. Bounced at the 40-yard line, checked up 7 yards. We'll see what the penalty is. False start. 1 minute, 46 seconds left to play. Plenty of time for this Montgomery County Wildcat offense to mount a scoring drive. It was a procedure penalty against Louisiana.
Be a good time to remind everyone at halftime, Dr. Tom Wood, the superintendent of Louisiana R2, is supposed to join us. I hope he can make his way over here.
First and 10, Montgomery County. Wildcats in their home blue uniforms, white trim and white letters. Louisiana. White jerseys, crimson pants with the white striping. Ellis fumbles the snap. He's hit in the backfield, sacked after the bad snap all the way back at the 38-yard line.
Brady Shepard.
Brady Shepard was right there, had good penetration, and the low snap caused Ellis to hesitate just long enough while he picked that up for Shepard to get there and make the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 17, 1:25 left in the second quarter of play. Ellis rolls to his right, has pressure, aired out downfield, had a man open over the outstretched arms of the receiver at the Louisiana 43-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 17.
I believe there's a little case, and he was throwing with the wind and just didn't quite make that adjustment with the wind helping that ball. He overthrew that receiver.
Well, and he had to throw completely on the run because there was pursuit coming from Louisiana. He couldn't set up and make that throw either. 3rd and 17, 1:16 left, second quarter. Ellis with the snap, comes to the near side this time, has a man open, but just a little too far, intended for Mason Liu, and that'll be 4th down and 17, 1:12 left.
Now you kind of change the other way and say, you know, if you make a stop here, Louisiana may have time to be able to get it down the field, but they're going to have a couple big junk plays.
They did Louisiana favors by 4 straight incomplete passes.
Yeah.
3 incomplete passes, I apologize.
Watch the fake here.
Ellis moves into it, kicks it away. It's a good kick. No one back to receive it. This one takes a good bounce from Montgomery County. It rolls out of bounds inside the 20. It looks like they'll mark it down about the 16 or 17-yard line. Louisiana will have it with 1:05 left.
2 timeouts.
2 timeouts. The one thing you can't do is turn it over and allow Montgomery County to put another score on here before half.
And this has been a game without a lot of momentum swings. It doesn't feel like either team's got momentum. It's just a lot of jabs, no big roundhouses, no big uppercuts. Louisiana has a chance to get momentum going in here at halftime.
Well, they have 1:05, 65 ticks on the clock with which to work. Harrison stands back, looks to throw, rolls out to his left. We've got a penalty in the backfield. It looked like a holding, and then Harrison was slung down about the 10. Holding against Louisiana. Penalty will be declined. It'll be 2nd and 20.
I'm not sure if after that I wouldn't be content to let this clock run down and
timeout.
Try it in the second half.
Timeout's been taken. Timeout on the field. We'll step aside as well. More after this on Eagle Sports.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by MASH, Pike County Glass, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, State Farm Agents, Pepsi, and Ackles Farm Market.
And welcome back to Montgomery County. Scores 21-14, Montgomery County over Louisiana. Timeout by Montgomery County. They're down to 1. And back to you, Rodney.
2nd and 20. 47 tick. Well, they've put 1 minute. They put a minute on the clock now. So we've added 13 seconds since we left you before the break. Harrison takes it, hands off, now keeps it to the near side, to the 10, to the 15, still on his feet, cuts it up to the 20, and he'll be out of bounds on the near sideline at the 25. A nice gain, and the clock will stop. Gain of about 15. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Nice job by Harrison that time. The corner come in on a blitz and went exactly where Harrison was supposed to go, and Harrison was able to sidestep him and have that substantial gain.
I'd like to see him get the hands back, or the ball back in the hands of Zierwa here, maybe on a quick slant. Middle of the field's to be had. Nobody's deeper than 8 yards off the line of scrimmage here.
Harrison stands, calls for the snap, fakes the Shepherd, looks to run up to the 25, still on his feet. Be drugged down short of the 30. So it'll be 4th and 2 or 3. Going to be 4th and short, actually. 44 seconds left.
Did he get out of bounds?
No, he did not get out of bounds, but I'm not sure the spot was very generous there.
Now they wind the clock. Only 10, now they put a 25 on the play clock, so they can run it down to around 10 seconds, and I'll be honest, if I'm Louisiana, I think I'll run it right down to the bare bones, call a timeout, and then kick it away.
Yes.
17, there's 10 seconds difference in the play clock, and that's what, in fact, will happen. Louisiana takes a timeout, so we'll take a break as well before halftime here on Eagle Sports.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by J. Roberts Jewelry, Pike County Title Company, and Gambino's Eatery.
Pike County Title Company has been serving Pike County, Missouri and the surrounding area with a proud tradition of excellence since 1893, providing outstanding service and a smooth real estate transaction, and now with 2 locations, Bowling Green off Church Street and now in Louisiana off 4th Street. Pike County Title Company.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM, brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Well, after the timeout, 21-14 is our score. Louisiana comes back onto the field facing a 4th and 1. There will be about 10 seconds left on the game clock. So the key here for Louisiana is to get the anticipated punt away. They actually have their offense on the field. Maybe trying a hard count to get Montgomery County to come offside. Now they've moved into their more conventional punt formation. 10 seconds on the play clock, a good snap and a good kick, angling away from the receiver, bounces at the 40-yard line and goes out of bounds. It'll be dead, just short of out of bounds at the Louisiana 48-yard line. 6 seconds left, so Montgomery County will have an opportunity to run at least one play.
Yep, this is the defense. You keep everybody in front of you. No one gets behind you.
Got the wind to your back.
Yeah.
You wonder, because all I've seen is the quarterback from Montgomery County. All I've seen him throw is short stuff. You wonder if he's got the arm to get it 50 yards.
He tried a couple long ones early, just weren't successful with them.
Timeout Louisiana as they want to discuss things. We're going to keep it right here as we just are almost complete with the second quarter. 21-14 is our score. Louisiana opened this game up with a 7-minute touchdown drive, and it's been back and forth ever since. Both teams have had some explosive plays. Louisiana had the 87-yard option pass to Zierwa from Lumley. Montgomery County had the scoop and score on a blocked punt. So there's been quite a few big plays, but it's been a very competitive ball game to this point.
Yeah, the play calling for Louisiana tonight has been much more creative than it was last week.
I would agree with that for certain. Now, if you're Louisiana, you just want to get to halftime here, down by 1 score. Montgomery County will get the second half kickoff, so you really don't want to let something in cheap here on the last play or two of the second quarter. Ellis drops straight back to pass. Now he runs upfield, looks to angle to the sideline, and he's just going to run out of bounds as time expires here in the second quarter. We played 2 quarters of play. 21-14 is our score. We'll be back with the halftime show after this on Eagle Sports.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
It's time to visit Hayden's Motorsports Center in Frankfort. Time to ride with Honda and Polaris ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Time to work with Steel and Husqvarna chainsaws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, and more. Hayden's Motorsports Center, just off Highway 61 North in Frankfort.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
And we're back here at Montgomery County. It's halftime. It's homecoming here at Montgomery County, so we got a little bit longer of a halftime. 21-14, Montgomery County is beating the Louisiana Bulldogs, and we are here with our guest, Dr. Tom Ward. Dr. Ward, how are you doing?
I'm doing great right now. It's a little blustery up here, though.
It is. It's a stark difference from about 48 hours ago when it was
but
about
this
90
is football
degrees.
weather.
It is. It is. So, Dr. Ward, thanks for coming on with us here at Eagle 102. Homecoming next week at Louisiana.
Exciting time. We've tried to do some things differently here in the past. Our main goal is trying to develop those relationships with our community. One of the things that we're going to do different this year is that our homecoming parade is going to be Thursday evening at 6 o'clock. The parade will go from the Sunset Park out to the high school, which right then we'll go into the bonfire and we're going to have food trucks. It's just going to be a community event. And then that Friday, at 1:30 we have a community pep rally, which will have all the elementary kids there at the high school gym, high school students, and anybody. Our goal is to fill the gym with community.
Yeah, Dr. Ward, we had Anna Ince, one of the cheerleaders in the FFA. We had her on with us a couple weeks ago during halftime, and we discussed the change of the parade, and I think it's a great thing. Now it's at night, so parents, siblings can come. That couldn't get off work whenever the parade used to be at 2 o'clock on Friday. I think it's a tremendous change for the community.
Change is always good for everybody.
It is. It is. And homecoming night, we also have senior night, correct?
Senior
Before
night.
The game. We have the Hall of Fame induction at halftime, and of course the usual homecoming royalty. And
the Hall of Fame, they'll be our special guest at the pep rally on that Friday. And I think they're also going to be in the parade. Since I'm doing a dual role, superintendent and principal this year, I've kind of left everything up to our student council, and the kids are doing a great job preparing for this.
Yeah, so Louisiana is playing Vanfar. That'll be Friday, October 13th, 7 p.m. is homecoming. The pregame is 6:30, I believe, with the Hall of Fame inductions on the field. Senior night will be before the, Hall of Fame will be at halftime. Senior night will be before the game. So Montgomery County is going to kind of become a little bit of a home to Louisiana. District softball is here, correct?
Yeah, on that Thursday our girls play here. Slips my mind who we're going to play, but we play at 3 o'clock. So as soon as they're finished there, they've got to hustle back and get back because they're a part of the parade also.
The Louisiana softball, the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs softball team's having one of the better years.
Yeah.
Big following them. Had a big win over Hannibal last week.
I tell you what, if they come to play, they're very capable. They're seeded third. and they're very capable of winning that district.
Yeah, it's just a great year for Louisiana girls. The Louisiana football team is very competitive here tonight. Nice bounce back from last week. I would like to talk to you about the hiring process for the next Louisiana coach. When do interviews begin, and when do you think we'll have a new head coach named?
Well, the process, what we're looking at right now, as soon as football season is over, we're going to open up the position, and we'll go from there. And our goal is to hire someone as soon as possible so they can get in and already start meeting the kids. I mean, if they're on staff, they're going to know the kids, but if we hire an outside person, they're going to need that time to get to know the kids and get acclimated to the area.
Yeah, and Kelly will be able to tell you as well, Kelly's standing right next to us, that as a football player, the off season is so detrimental to the regular season success, the weightlifting, just the meeting and the bonding with the new coach and the coach bonding with the players. And I know in the past that Louisiana has generally waited until May, towards the end of the year, to name the new coach. Do you think it's going to be before May?
Yeah, my goal is to have the head coach named in December.
That's true.
That's what my goal is. And also, I've been talking, we've got to get some kids back out for football. We've got to get the numbers back up so we can have a JV schedule, get enough freshmen out and have freshman schedule, because it's a little hard for some of these kids, especially if they're freshmen, knowing that they're only going to get to be on the line or be on the sidelines during a varsity game and not get that much playing time.
Dr. Ward, you're a man that's heard the words from so many in Louisiana. It is, I think, getting a JV and a freshman team where the freshmen are playing against other freshmen of other schools, the JV are playing against kids their same age, will build the program up. Sometimes whenever you have these freshmen that come out and have to play varsity snaps,
I tell you,
physical-wise, they just don't match up.
They don't match up, and it gets hard for those kids. They day in, day out, if they get their brains beat in, they're not going to want to come out and keep competing, and that's one of my goals. And Coach Geschwinder has been helping me at the high school somewhat. Our conversations have been around what can we do to generate that interest back in the kids, and we've got to get them out. We've got to sell them what Louisiana football used to be. And our demographics, we've changed quite a bit in the community, but still we've got some good young kids. We've got a lot of talent coming up through that junior high school.
Yeah, I agree, and I always say that the kids in Bowling Green and the kids in Louisiana, you're basically the same. You're 11 miles away. It's just the community. The community seems to back Bowling Green, and there's a lot of spirit up there, and we need to get that back in Louisiana, because whenever we have the community backing our kids and are able to get the kids out to practices and out to the field, we have more success, not only in football, but softball, basketball, track, golf, all of our activities, band. And
you hit the nail on the head. We've got to get the parents involved, and that's why I'm saying one of the main goals that we have is building those relationships. If we can build that relationship with our parents trust us to do the best for kids, to get those kids out. And again, that's one of our main goals, is to get those kids back interested, just not in football, but in every extracurricular activity that we have there at Louisiana.
Dr. Ward, we thank you for being on here at halftime on Eagle Sports. We'll be back at Montgomery County, 21-14. Montgomery County is over Louisiana. It's homecoming here at KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Bill Allen Auction Services, and Knight Equipment Company.
One multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products found in the local concession stands, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. If you are wanting something other than soda, enjoy Bubbler,
Clarbrun Water, Lipton Teas, Gatorade, and more. Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh-cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all-beef hot dogs. While you're there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 until 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 in New Hartford.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And we're back here at Montgomery County High School. It is homecoming. Montgomery County with the lead over Louisiana, 21-14. Another score from the area. We got Bowling Green is up 51-0. And that is at halftime. And Rodney, we just had Dr. Ward on, a lot of good nuggets about homecoming. That's this upcoming week at Louisiana High School. Also about softball districts. Softball districts are down here at Montgomery County starting this upcoming Thursday, October 12th. Louisiana's having one of its most successful years in softball since the program started. And talk a little bit about the parade and some of the changes. The parade is going to be the night of Thursday, October 12th. Sounds like the Hall of Famers are going to be part of the festivities.
Well, that's what I've heard. I heard there's a little Hall of Fame induction ceremony going to be going on, and I know that some of us will be in the parade. And the parade, you may have talked about the routing. It starts at Sunset Park and goes out to the high school to the bonfire. So a little bit different than the older ones in the group will remember, but looking forward to that. It'll be a good time to see some folks we haven't seen in a while and all join the homecoming festivities in the Hall of Fame induction there at Louisiana.
Yeah, it'll be a good time next week. And Dr. Ward talked about the hiring process, and he hopes to have somebody in place maybe by the beginning of 2024. We're not going to wait until May. That's been the general practice of Louisiana. So, the new coach can get in, get an off-season program, meet the kids, get them weightlifting, and hopefully get the Louisiana program back into its old winning ways.
Right, and don't get me wrong. We lived in the weight room in the off-season, but if these kids are playing basketball, they're playing track, whatever, and they may not have time to do all of the weightlifting that they need to do, that's very beneficial to them also. So.
Absolutely. 8 minutes left here in halftime. It's homecoming at Montgomery County. It looks like the homecoming court is on the field. They're about to announce their homecoming king and queen. Will we be back with more halftime show after this on Eagle Sports?
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Ackles Farm Market, Lacrosse Lumber, and Meyer Implement Company.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
With 14 stores across Missouri and Illinois, Lacrosse Lumber Company provides lumber, quality products, and service to homeowners, builders, DIYers, and more. With some of the top brand names in the business available, Lacrosse Lumber has what you need for your next project. Stop into any location for a free estimate before you start your next build. Lacrosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873.
Brown's Auto Body on Highway 54 in Louisiana is here for all your auto body needs. They work with all insurance companies and are happy to help you navigate through the process. Brown's Auto Body is also a proud supporter of area athletes, wishing them all the best of luck throughout the season.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
This is the Cellular and Satellite halftime show on Eagle Sports, Montgomery County. And Louisiana, 21-14. Montgomery County leads the Bulldogs by a touchdown here at the half. Scoring for this game started off in the first quarter. Louisiana takes the opening kickoff and takes it the length of the field in 7 minutes. Scores a touchdown. 2-point conversion to Blackwell was good. Shepard with the run. Montgomery County comes right back. A 19-yard pass. The kick was no good. It was 8-6 with 3:29 left in the first. Louisiana had a punt blocked with 7:03 left in the second quarter, and that made the score 14-14. Louisiana strikes back quickly. An 87-yard pass to Zerwa from Lumley on a little misdirection play, and that got Louisiana back tied up 14-14. And then with 3 minutes 13 seconds left in the second quarter of play, a 4-yard run from Ellis with the kick by Naylor was good, and that set our final first half score at 21-14.
So looking at some of Montgomery County's victories, having 4 of them, it was a big margin whenever they beat Mark Twain. Another game they won by 6, but the other 2 games they won by 2 and by 1. So it doesn't seem that they have a penchant for running away with a ball game, so it's going to be pretty important for the Bulldogs to be able to come out here and make a stop after they kick off at half and be able to get back in this game quickly.
Louisiana's had success on both sides of the ball at different times during the first half. You talk about the keys to the game that we did before the game started, and a couple of times Louisiana strayed from those keys to the games, and it bit them. They had some penalties. They had an opportunity to get off the field during the first drive and had a roughing the punter. They had a punt blocked on special teams that was scooped and scored. The 2 offenses have each scored a touchdown. The special team score from Montgomery County is the difference in the game at this point.
That's exactly right. And, on almost every one of those miscues, it wound up being points on the board for Montgomery County. And that's why Louisiana cleaning their game up is so important to them, because they don't have the margin to be able to give those mistakes away and be able to come out on the good side of things.
Absolutely. Offensive creativity for Louisiana was I think much better this week, and it showed in their production. They were able to mix and match their play calling a little bit and execute some I wouldn't call them, they're not necessarily trick plays, but certainly some different looks that we haven't seen this year, and obviously at Fool Montgomery County, they haven't seen it on tape as well.
I think so. It seemed that they identified some things that Montgomery County was doing and was able to make some of those adjustments, again, back to the keys of the game. And, I think one directly resulted in a 2-point conversion. The other one directly resulted in a touchdown, the 0 touchdown. So it's nice to know that the coaches are seeing those things and are adjusting to be able to put their players in a position to succeed.
Other scores around the area: South Shelby on top of Macon at the half, 42-0. Monroe City on top of Brookfield, 20-8. Bowling Green is up on top of Mark Twain, 51-0 at half as well.
So, Rodney, we have a big Mizzou game tomorrow.
That we do. I heard they're playing some other Tiger team from the south. I don't know exactly where they're from exactly, but no, going to be a big football game in Columbia. Sold out crowd, something the big environments that have been quite frankly lacking in the last several years, and obviously pulling off a victory there would certainly be nice.
Both are ranked. I believe Mizzou's 22 and LSU's 24, 25, something in that area.
Something in that area. 5-0 Missouri Tigers, the 3-2 LSU Tigers. If you can never put too much faith into what happens week to week, but if you do go by what's happened the last few weeks, it could be a track mate. You've got the number 1 and 2 receivers by yardage in the nation, and Luther Burden from Missouri, and his name slips my mind for LSU. Neighbors for LSU. So there's plenty of offensive firepower, and I think both defenses, certainly LSU's looks to play a little better than they have, and Missouri has been okay but not dominant by any stretch of the imagination. And
does the scoreboard go to triple digits over there?
Well, I don't know. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. But,
the early road game on the SEC, and you know, LSU's going to come up, and it's going to be a little chilly over in Columbia early in the morning, and you know, I've seen several early starts over at Mizzou when Florida would come up.
I've been
late October, early November.
I've been in that part of the country, and they were getting ready to experience 2 days of weather around 25 at night, and they were buying water at the hardware store to bank in supplies. So they're not quite used to that.
Yeah.
As well. Well, both teams are back on the field here, and we're winding down the initial 20 minutes of halftime. We're going to wrap up the cellular and satellite halftime show. We'll be back with the third quarter play-by-play after this on Eagle Sports.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by All Parts, Eagle's Nest Inn, Bed and Breakfast, and Sun Window Company.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
On your way to cheer on your local teams, make Wood Smoked Meats your first stop to stock up on all your favorites. Pork burgers, brats, steaks, and more. Wood Smoked Meats, Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Bibbeach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Homes in Bowling Green, Silex, and Louisiana are the ultimate providers of creating healing experiences in the community. We have years of experience caring for families and are dedicated to excellence in service and have the highest integrity. Bibbeach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Homes, offering sincere and caring service in your time of need.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. I'm Kayla Caldwell, an Edward Jones financial advisor. I can help you focus on what you can control. Give me a call at 573-560-1001. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
Halftime clock winding down here at Montgomery County. Louisiana finds themselves down by a touchdown. They'll be on defense to begin things in the third quarter of play. We've got about 2 minutes on the clock before this one gets back underway. The captains will go out, I would imagine, to midfield and have a meeting. Well, perhaps they won't. Louisiana, as I mentioned, will kick it off, and they did a good job of getting off to the fast start in the first half. Kelly, they take the opening drive, march it down, convert a couple of fourth downs, and score a touchdown. Equally as important, or more so, in the third quarter now will be their ability to get off the field, get back on offense, and not allow any more points before doing so.
Right, and Louisiana defense has got to find some sort of answer to two things Montgomery County's doing. They've got to stop this little veer draw that Ellis is running, and they've got to be able to defend the middle of the field a little better, and the outs that Montgomery's running. It's easy to do again, but these defensive backs have got to have the discipline to be able to stay with their receivers long enough to be able to defend these passes.
Well, Montgomery County loves to spread the field for their offensive line splits, the receivers. Everybody's spread wide, so it becomes a battle that the defenders have to maintain and focus on their assignment, because the goal is, if they can get in all that space, one person to make a mistake, then you've got a receiver that's running wild.
Right, exactly right. And, you know, I don't know that anybody but Ellis has carried the ball tonight that I can recall. So, you know, as far as your run key, it's pretty easy. Whenever you only have one man, you have to count for on that.
You know, Louisiana did a nice job, especially early, of getting some pressure on Ellis and making his decisions a little bit more difficult. And obviously they'll need to do that as they start things here in the second half of play.
Kickoff for Louisiana is Harrison.
Louisiana is on the field, as well as Montgomery County. Ethan Harrison will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Montgomery County has a receiver deep at the 20, awaiting the kick. Harrison moves into it. This one's a offside kick, and it's going to be covered up right at midfield at the 50-yard line.
onside kick was covered.
That ball.
That was a little different. That was a little different onside kick. That was a change-up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that was going to actually make it the full 10 yards, but finally one of the Montgomery County guys just said, well, it's almost blown dead. I guess I'll fall on it.
It got close enough that I think it scared him where he thought, maybe I better go on and jump on this one.
Yeah.
I believe the kicker's suffering the same thing we are. He probably can't feel his toes.
My toes are okay. Fingers are a little bit crispy right now. Here we go. Ellis brings his troops out. He puts 5 men in the formation, 3 to the near side, which is the short side of the field, 2 to the top of the field in front of the Louisiana bench. Ellis stands 6 yards deep, takes the snap, looks to run to his left, cuts it up at the 50 to the 45, still on his feet. Gain of about 8 on the play, all the way down to the Louisiana 41-yard line.
So there's that little draw with the veer off to the off tackle that we were talking about right before they kicked off. That Louisiana's got to find an answer to that.
2nd and 2, just underway, third quarter of play. Montgomery County has the ball in a 7-point lead in Louisiana territory. Man comes in motion, goes back to the left. Ellis rolls to his right in the backfield, has some pressure, gets it away, caught at the 30-yard line. Mason Liu with the reception at the Louisiana 29.
Sent Brady Shepard on a blitz that time up the middle. Brady went in untouched, but he didn't go in under control where he was able to change directions whenever quarterback Ellis took off to his left.
Kelly, with these wide gaps, I'm not sure if not going back to a 4-man front isn't what you want to do here. 2 men in motion.
Flags fly. It'll go from 1st and 10 to 1st and 15 as Montgomery County does have too many men in motion. Ball will be placed at the 34-yard line.
Go back to expand on the 3-man front that Louisiana's running. With as wide of gaps as what Montgomery's running, you want to get 4 men up front, slanting into those gaps, creating a little bit more havoc against Montgomery County. And right now, the 3-man front just getting easily blocked.
Well, and I believe if you don't do that, widen your backers out a little bit and go on and treat one of those backers as a down lineman.
Handoff in the backfield, hit and dropped is Liu. Going to be a loss of about 5 or 6 on the play. Flag on the play again. Ball spotted all the way outside the Louisiana 40 at the 41. We'll see what the flag is about. It's against Montgomery County. If it's possible to decline it, I would think that they would, because the play lost about 7 yards. Went from the 39 or the 34 to the 41.
Yeah. They're going to accept it. I'm not sure why, but yeah, they're going to accept it.
So it's going to be 1st and 23 rather than 2nd
and 17.
Well, so the ball now is at the 44-yard line. 2nd and 25. Now it's 1st and 25. Ellis takes the snap, comes to the near side, looks to throw, airs it out to the 33-yard line. Pass is caught.
There's that little out again that they continue to run that for some reason Louisiana defense just refuses to cover.
Dayton Simmons with the reception. 2nd and 13, gain of 10, gain of 11 on the play. Three receivers top of the field. Ellis drops back, looks to his left, steps up, airs it out over the middle, has a man wide open at the 10-yard line, and falling down inside the 10, inside the 5 at the 2. It'll be 1st and goal, Montgomery County.
Yeah, that, went to what, a 1st and 23, and now they're on the verge of scoring. This breakdown in coverage is not good. Can't continue to happen.
Had a man wide open, just waited on the ball to drift into his arms. 1st and goal, empty backfield. Ellis stands alone, takes the snap, looks to run to his left, and he'll walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Montgomery County.
Yep. Louisiana has to to change some things on defense to be able to stop it. I mean, Montgomery's just running basically the same 2-3 plays and are able to move, and Louisiana can't stop it.
Well, with all the wide splits, Ellis, once the defenders are tied up, there's a lot of space out there as the extra point attempt is on the way and good by Naylor. Pretty good kicker. 28-14 Montgomery County, 10:02 left third quarter. Back with more after these breaks on Eagle Sports.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, Brown's Auto Body Services, and Kearns Construction.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Rick Rodhouse, Country Financial Agent, Noah Builders, and Central State Bank of Illinois.
Well, that drive took just a little under 2 minutes, but Montgomery County marches from the 50-yard line to the end zone in 1 minute and 58 seconds. Naylor tees it on the 40, looks to kick it away. This was a pooch kick. It's going to come to the near side, fielded by Harrison at the 30, cuts back inside to the 35, out to the 38-yard line. And good field position. Good field position for Louisiana now as they have it for the first time, finding themselves down by 2 scores here in this ball game.
Yeah, Louisiana is going to have to put something together here, because I haven't seen in the last few drives that Louisiana's been able to put anything together on defense to be able to shut Montgomery County down. I haven't seen the adjustments that I've been looking for.
Get a little bit more creativity here. Last drive before half by Louisiana's offense just looked like they were just running timeout. Would like to see them go back to a little bit more of a mixed bag, like on the first drive of the game in which they scored 8 of their 14 points.
Harrison with 2 backs, handoff pitch, now the belly and the pitch to Green, running to the far side of the field. He's going to be across the line of scrimmage, gain of about 2 or 3. We'll see where the spot. Looks like he got over across the 40, and he did. Going to mark him down about right on the 40, so gain of 2.
You know, DeMarco Green's come a long way running the ball just this season. The first few times I saw him run, he looked like strictly a speed guy, tried to stay away from contact and didn't have any moves, and he's really evolved into a player that is not scared to take the contact to the defender and has developed some moves along and was able to get 4 yards where he should have been stopped at the line of scrimmage there.
Harrison drops straight back to pass, pump fakes, he's in trouble. Hitting the backfield, spins away from one man, still trying to get free, can't do it. Going to be drugged down for a big loss around the 25-yard line, and Ethan just never had any chance to throw that football. And what little chance he did have closed in around him.
Yeah, I'd like to see Ethan learn to step up a little bit into the pocket. A lot of times that pressure comes at the edge, and if he would just step up, it would buy him another second and a half, but he has a tendency to continue to back up, and that's not always the place to go whenever you're getting pressure, especially on the edge.
3rd and about 19. Louisiana keeps 2 backs in the backfield. This I noticed here to begin things. Looks like we've got a timeout on the field. Timeout taken by Louisiana. We'll step aside for a break as well. 8:27 left, third quarter, 28-14 Montgomery County. Back with more after this on Eagle Sports.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Central State Bank of Illinois, Craig's Truck and Tractor, and Woods Smoked Meats.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Our agency is currently looking to hire multiple positions: RNs, LPNs, CNAs, physical therapist assistants, and breastfeeding peer counselor, all from full-time to part-time to contracted. Please visit our website at www.pikecountyhealth.org for more information and to apply online.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
28-14 is our score. Louisiana takes their first time out of the second half to talk things over before a third and 20 play. Going to have to dial one up here. You've already allowed Montgomery County to score early in this third quarter, and this could get away from you pretty quick if you don't either convert this or certainly make a stop on the ensuing defensive possession. Harrison drops back, looks to air it out over the middle, looks for Green. It's intercepted at the 50-yard line. And
intercepted.
Montgomery County will have it at the 47-yard lines of 48-yard line of Montgomery County.
Yeah, I'm not sure if receiver just didn't get there, but there wasn't a receiver within 5 yards of that, but there was 2 Montgomery County defenders within a yard of that ball. So
better protection there by Louisiana's offensive line.
Was better protection, and Montgomery sent some people that time. So
allowed Ethan to get the ball downfield.
Yeah, he stepped up and got it downfield. Just some miscommunication with his receiver. Near midfield, Ellis rolls to the left. He's pressured there. Shovel pass. It's on the ground, incomplete. Good pressure in the backfield. Chidster was there.
Good pressure and good discipline by Louisiana defense that time. The D-backs done a much better job of staying with their receivers that time, not allowing any place for Ellis to go with the ball.
Dominic Hathaway in on the stop as well. 2nd and 10.
I'd be surprised if Montgomery doesn't run that veer draw with Ellis this time.
3 receivers spread to the near side. Ellis looks to run to his left, has some pressure, reverses field in the backfield. He's in trouble. Louisiana in pursuit at the 40-yard line. He gets up near the original line of scrimmage. What could have been a huge loss. We've got a Louisiana player down on the far sideline.
Yeah.
Timeout on the field.
We're going to see where they mark Ellis out at. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and about 11. We'll step aside for a break as well as they deal with the injured Louisiana player on the far side. Back with more on Eagle Sports after this.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by MASH, Pike County Glass, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender. Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Well, after the injury timeout, 4th and 11. Montgomery County has a receiver get loose in the backfield, and it's a 53-yard touchdown pass. Montgomery County lead is now 34-17. Dayton Simmons slipped in behind the defenders, and nobody picked him up and had an easy walk-in touchdown.
I hope that the corner thought that he had some help over the top with the safety there, because, I mean, nobody was in 20 yards of the receiver at that point.
Naylor comes on to try the point after. High, long, and...
Well, they're looking at each other, I guess.
They don't really know.
Yep.
I think they're calling it good. 35-14, 7:55 left to play. Montgomery County stretching out, lead by 3 scores. Back with more on Eagle Sports after this break.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by J. Roberts Jewelry, Pike County Title Company, and Gambino's Eatery.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Becky Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Well, we mentioned it. That one, this is getting away from Louisiana. They need a sustained drive here after this ensuing kickoff. Naylor set to move into it at the 40. It's going to be a pooch kick. Fair caught by Blackwell at the 34-yard line. Louisiana puts it in play, 1st and 10 from there.
Yeah, not a bad move by Blackwell to fair catch that right there. He had some Montgomery County players bearing down on him, and I think he made a great decision right there to fair catch it and give Louisiana okay field position.
It was a high pooch kick, and he knew the ball been in the air long enough that if he doesn't fair catch that, he might be suspect or to expect a pretty good shot. Blackwell and Green to the near side. Zerwa to the top of the field. Single back is Shepard. Offset to the right in the pistol formation. Harrison looks, had the pitch man, cuts it up. Still on his feet, gets to the 40-yard line. Still on his feet, across midfield, out of bounds, inside Montgomery County territory at the 47-yard line.
Ethan's athletic ability kind of got him out of not making the right read there. The pitch man was wide open, nobody in front of him, but Ethan's athletic ability let him shake and bake and get around a couple tacklers for a good chunk play there.
Yes, indeed. Ball inside Montgomery County territory. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line of the Wildcats. Harrison back to the line. Handoff, Shepard up the middle, crosses the 45, still on his feet to the 40, 35. Angles out to the right side, inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. Another good gain and another 1st down.
Yep, nice hard running by Brady Shepard. Was able to find the crease and make a little move over toward his right and pick up 4 or 5 additional yards.
1st and 10, ball at the 33, Montgomery County 33-yard line. Blackwell and Green to the near side, Zerwa top of the field. Harrison takes the snap, hands off to Shepard once again, hit at the line of scrimmage, might fall forward for a yard, but not much more.
Shut it down. Montgomery County on every play on defense is bringing more than what Louisiana can block. I guess they're trusting their corners on a one-on-one without any help to be able to cover the Louisiana wide receivers. And so far, they've done a pretty fair job of that.
Lumley lines up tight to the right with Zerwa. To the far side of the field, 2 receivers near side, single back in the backfield, Shepard. Now Green comes in motion to the left side. Over the middle, intended for Lumley. Off of his hands, good coverage, tight coverage. Could have made the catch, but just Cooper couldn't hold on to it at about the 10-yard line.
Everything went right there for Louisiana. It was a nice pass. The receiver was there, had his hands on it. Montgomery County defender just made an excellent defensive play, staying in Cooper's back pocket and being able to knock the ball out of his hands.
6:29 to play, 3rd quarter, 35-14 Montgomery County. Louisiana facing a 3rd down and 10 from the Montgomery County 33-yard line. Play clock at 10. Harrison checks his armband with 5. Calls for the snap with 3. In motion is Shepard with 1. Gets the snap away. Pitch to the right side. At the feet of a defender. Looking for a man in the flat. The Zerwa couldn't get to him.
I'm not sure why. I don't mind that call, but I don't know why they're not running it over to this other side here where these defenders are playing so far back. That quick pass is there and has been there all night long. I'm not sure why they ran it to that other side to where the D-backs and the backers are playing up quicker to be able to defend that.
Well, and as an offensive tackle, too, you're taught on one of those quick screen passes to the outside, get the defender's hands down, so you got to go low on him. That didn't happen.
4th and 10. Harrison takes the snap, looks to run, now looks to throw, still on his feet, in trouble, circles back to the right, actually has a seam to the right side, still looking to throw, cuts around the corner, is going to step out of bounds, short of the first down yardage. A lot of movement on that play, but Louisiana unable to move the chains, and they'll turn it over on downs with 6:14 left in the third quarter of play.
Yeah, Harrison's just on most of the passing plays tonight, just kind of running for his life, just doesn't have time to get his feet set.
No, and I'm a little surprised that Louisiana don't have some more open receivers, as many people as Montgomery County's bringing on defense on the rush.
Maybe shorten some of the routes down a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much stuff down the field.
Yeah.
When Montgomery takes over, Ellis has it 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. 13 on the play clock as he looks to the sideline, and the play is called. Calls for the snap, takes the snap, running to his left. The line of scrimmage tripped up there. He'll fall forward for a gain of 2.
He spot the ball at the 34, gain of 4 on the play.
Just a simple dive up the middle.
Yeah, everybody got about 5 out of it.
2nd down and 6.
Looks like they've changed quarterbacks. Hogue is in the game. Hogue looks to air it out to the left side and over the outstretched arms of his receiver. That was Dayton Simmons. Pass incomplete. 3rd and 6. I don't see if Ellis was hurt or if they've just made a change, but nonetheless, they have changed quarterbacks.
I've seen them warming up. I'm assuming it was Hogue over here on the sideline since Montgomery County came out after half.
3rd and 7. One man in motion. Handoff coming to the near side. At the 35, still on his feet, near the 40. Run out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Mason Liu is going to be short of the first down. They're going to say
moving the chains.
They're going to say moving the chains. So.
Oh.
Well, 1st and 10. Ball resting just on the Montgomery County side of the 40-yard line. Hogue puts a man in motion. Handoff, ball's on the ground. Australian rules football. He picks it up on the bounce. Still running to his left, looking to get the corner. Not going to get much there. Might gain 2 or 3. Dayton Simmons. A disastrous play for Montgomery County was averted when the fumble came right back up into his arms.
Fortunate bounce for Montgomery County.
What's the old expression? The ball just bouncing their way tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, usually whenever you're playing well, you get that. Whenever you're not playing well, it always goes against you.
Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug.
Yeah.
2nd and 8. 4:42 left in the third. Hogue is running the offense. He has 3 receivers near side, 2 to the top of the field. Looks to throw it downfield and nicely batted away. Could have been intercepted by Chitster.
Yeah, that's the second one tonight. He said go through his hands.
Yeah, that one was a little behind him. The first one was right through his hand. That one was behind him. He was able to get his hand on it and knock it down, and it'll be 3rd and 8.
He's doing a nice job of reading those routes and be able to read the quarterback's eyes and knowing where he's going to throw it, though.
3rd and 8. 15 on the play clock as Hogue looks to the sideline for instruction. 3 receivers near side, 2 to the far side, running to the near side of the field, looking to throw, airs it out down the field. It's going to be out of bounds, and it'll be 4th down and 8. So I would think in this particular field position and the time on the clock, I kind of expect Montgomery County to punt here, but we'll see.
I would think so. With them pulling Ellis already, I feel like that they have this game in control. So,
I mean, 3 scores. You don't want to turn it over on downs inside your own territory and with more than a quarter of football left to play. Well, they keep the quarterback Hogue. He lines up maybe a yard or 2 deeper. He quick kicks it, and it's going to bounce at the Louisiana 40 or 33-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs will put it in play. 4:21 left here in third quarter.
25-yard punt, no return.
So Louisiana needs a quick score. They need to be able to get in the end zone before this quarter ends, have a chance of making this a ball game.
Yeah, you do that, get it down to 2 scores, and then get a stop. But first things first, they have 67 yards between the ball and the end zone. They need to find out a way to maneuver that distance successfully. Harrison has it up the middle. Shepard still on his feet. Gain of about 7 on the play. Montgomery County just crashed everybody.
Yep, crashed that corner. Harrison did a nice job of being able to see that and went on behind his right guard and made a fair gain there.
2nd and 3. Ball right at their own 40-yard line. Harrison calls for the snap. Handoff Shepard, fighting for yardage up the middle. Going to be about a yard short of the first down. Ball out at the 42, 3rd and a short one.
Corey, don't quite understand why that they're not seeing these Montgomery County defenders playing back so far and not throwing the quick out right here on the.
Yeah, they're loading up.
They're loaded up the middle, but he's 9 yards off. I don't know.
No, I'm talking about on the interior.
Yeah.
The receivers are open.
Yeah.
Harrison takes it around the right side. First down yardage into Montgomery County territory. Across the 50 to the 45-yard line. First down, and the chains will move.
You know, back to that again, if I could get DeMarco Green on a one-on-one out there with a D-back, if he can catch the football, I'll take my chances with that.
Green or Zerwa.
Either one.
Two explosive players the ball, because it's getting late early here.
2:57 in the third quarter. 35-14. Montgomery County on top by 21. Handoff, fake to Green. Harrison keeps it. Crosses the 45-yard line. Not going to gain much there. Back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Yeah, Montgomery County did a good job of everybody staying at home, staying in their gaps, and didn't bite on the fake, and just nothing there.
2nd and 10. Clock continues to run. Blackwell and Green to the near side. Lumley, Zerwa to the top of the field. Green in motion. Handoff fake. Harrison going to be hit and sacked at the 45-yard line of Louisiana. It's going to bring up a 3rd and nearly 20. Just did not have time for that to develop. He was looking long downfield, and I'm like you, man. I think look for something a little bit quicker, hitting something over the middle where you can get rid of the ball quickly and don't need a full release to make the pass play.
Well,
work.
I mean, look toward us right here, where you have Blackwell and out here by himself, and that defender's at least 9 to 10 yards off of him.
Yeah.
You make it quick right there and see if Blackwell can beat him on a juke, and you're in the end zone.
I mean, there's nobody out here besides that. And then they run to the far side. Harrison looks, throws it short. Going to pick up about 5 yards.
And I think Louisiana's in the position now. They have 4th and 13 or something like that. And as late as it is, they're forced to go for it here.
Green with the reception. 4th down and 16. A minute 19 left in the third quarter of play. Bulldogs in what is often their punt formation. And Harrison drops back 9 yards deep. He's going to fake it and coming to the near side with the straight run to the 50. 45, still on his feet. 40, going to be about 4 yards short, 5 yards short of the first down. And Louisiana will turn it over on downs. Montgomery County gets it back. A minute 11 left here in the third quarter.
Time and possessions are starting to run out for Louisiana. at this point. You know, you need big chunk plays, and they're attempting it. They're just not executing and getting it.
And you know, it's starting to look a little bit like last week, to where early on it looked like that they come out and had a good game plan. It just looks like the adjustments, game time adjustments, just aren't there.
Ellis back in at quarterback. Cuts to the right side, steps out of bounds across the 45 at the 46-yard line. Gain of 5 or 6 on the play.
Spotted at the
Going to give him progress all the way out to the 47, so it'll be 2nd and 3. 1:07 left in the third quarter. As he stepped out of bounds, the clock stops. It will start on the snap. 12 on the play clock. Ellis calls for the snap, comes near side to the 50-yard line, cuts inside to the 45, first down yardage.
Ellis on the carry.
Drugged down by Chidster.
Across the 50.
At the end of the third quarter, Bowling Green's up 58-0 on Mark Twain.
1st and 10, Montgomery County.
Gain of 9 on the play.
Ball spotted inside the Louisiana 45 at the 44-yard line. Ellis stands in the backfield alone, looks to run to the left. Tucks it, cuts it upside at the 40-yard line, hit there. Flag comes in.
Flag on the play.
I think they finally called a hold that we've been watching about every play tonight that wasn't getting called.
Well, the ball's marked down on the 41-yard line. The officials confer to see what the flag is all about.
Oh, the big news is half price concession stand food. Fellas, may have to.
What is it?
Half price concession
half
stand
price
food.
concession stand food.
May have to go down there.
Come on and pay half price, or we're just going to throw it away.
Guys, we're sitting out here freezing. 7 weeks ago, we were playing golf in 122-degree weather.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the officials look like they're getting ready to mark off a holding penalty against Montgomery County.
My poor wife, she was in, well, not my poor wife, she was in Arizona all week for work. And when she flew out of Phoenix this morning, it was 102. And when she landed here in St. Louis, it was 58.
A little shock to the system.
Yeah, I'm sure she's not going to be very, very pleasant when I get home. Mainly because she got to be away from me for almost a week.
I was going to say, that's just because she's home and so are you.
Yeah.
All right, the penalty's marked off, so it's going to be first and about 21.
22.
Call it 22. That's what the PA announcer called it, so that's what we'll call it. 33 ticks left here, third quarter, 35-14. Montgomery County in control right now. Louisiana needs to get a stop and a quick score. First things first would be the stop. 1st and 22, Ellis stands alone in the backfield, drops back, rolls to his right, under pressure, flushed out of the pocket, still running, steps out of bounds.
Oh. Shoo.
Could have been a flag.
Yeah,
Ellis picked up about 3 on the play and was drugged down on the way out of bounds.
I think the defender lost track of where he's at on the field and, yeah, made the tackle out of bounds. So.
Gain of 5 on the play. Gain of 3 on the play.
Ball spotted at the Montgomery County 46-yard line. Clock stopped once again as Ellis got out of bounds. Ellis calls for the snap, takes the snap, runs to his left. Bulldogs kind of fall over each other. He's at the 50-yard line on the far side, cuts up, doesn't get back to the original line of scrimmage. I think he might have gone out of bounds once again. It's going to be 3rd and long. Ball spotted at the Louisiana 46, 3rd and 12. Montgomery County trying to run out the third quarter of play, but quarterback continues to step out of bounds, so we have more plays to run.
Yeah.
Louisiana needs a negative yardage play right here. Ellis calls for the snap, takes it, looks to throw, fires over the middle, bounces it, intended for Dayton Simmons. Incomplete, it'll be 4th and 12 with 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Hey, everybody. Get that half-price concession food.
Fans that hot food sandwiches are half price at the concession stand.
Hot food sandwiches, guys.
I tell you what, I know where I'm going to go on Friday nights. Got half-price food from the third quarter on.
Food sandwiches.
4th and 12. Ellis stands behind the line of scrimmage with 6 on the play clock with 4. Calls for the snap with 2. Gets it away. Drops straight back to pass. Pump fakes once, rolls to his left. Airs it out down the left side, has a man open, and it is caught for the first down at about the Louisiana 24-yard line.
Pass complete to Mason Lou.
Yeah, give him that much time, and it's just hard for the defenders to be disciplined enough to stay with the receiver long enough to defend it.
Mason Lou came back to help his quarterback out. Ball spotted down at the 25-yard line. 3 seconds left. The clock is wound, and that's going to do it for the third quarter of play. When we come back, Montgomery County has it, 1st and 10 at the 25. They have the ball and the 35-14 lead. Back with the fourth quarter after this on Eagle Sports.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Bill Allen Auction Services, and Knight Equipment Company.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green Clopton and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athletes. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana is back, now operating under new ownership. The Eagles Nest Inn B&B is happy to once again provide a charming and inviting lodging experience for your family, friends, and business guests. For reservations, visit eaglesnestinbb.com or call 573-725-5108. Looking forward to serving you. The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast, Louisiana.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Well, we've played 3 quarters, have 1 left to play here at Montgomery County. The Wildcats on top of Louisiana 35-14. I'm Rodney Dolbear alongside Kelly Henderson and Corey Radford, bringing this game of the week to you here on Eagle Sports. Louisiana on defense. The Wildcats have it 1st and 10 at the Louisiana 25-yard line. Trying to put this one out of reach. Have the three-score lead and the ball. Ellis cuts straight up the middle. Dodges one tackler at the 25, inside the 20 to the 15-yard line, falling forward to about the 13. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line.
It's one of the few times tonight that they've ran between the tackles and had any success.
Nictula had a chance there and just kind of
slid off of him.
Slid off of him and couldn't get him to the ground. Ellis calls for the snap, resets. The entire team looks to the sideline. The play is called. Ellis once again at the 14 to the 10 to the 5 to the touchdown. Touchdown, Montgomery County. Ellis takes it in from 14 yards out. Just underway in the fourth quarter.
You know, I know in the traditional 3-4 that your nose usually lines up on your center, but with these wide gaps, I don't know why they're not loading that nose up either in one of those gaps. They're 3 yards apart. I mean, it's a free go. But
Naylor set to kick the extra point. This one's not going to get there. It's no good, off to the left and low. 41-14 is our score. 11:20 left in the fourth. Back with more fourth quarter play-by-play on Eagle Sports after this break.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Ackles Farm Market, LaCrosse Lumber, and Meyer Implement Company.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
One last reminder. Hot food.
Man, they've still got that hot food and sandwiches half price.
I tell you what, but I would, but I know my lovely wife has cooked me up a heck of a dinner at home, so.
I'm afraid my legs wouldn't work.
I tell you what, I'm going to hold on, and I'm going to see if we get under 5 minutes if they cut her down another 50%. Naylor kicks this one deep. It's going to be caught on the near side by Zierwa at the 25 to the 30. He angles to the far side of the field, still on his feet, across the 35 to the 37, and that's where Louisiana will put it in play.
Kelly, going back to these wide gaps that Montgomery County is running on their offensive line, what would you do?
I put a person in the middle of that gap. I put people in the middle of it, and I'd shoot that gap every time is what I'd do.
How much would you have loved to play against?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. You know, I'd make that offensive lineman have to get over 1.5 yards to get to me, and
at least slant the gaps.
Harrison hands off to Shepard. Going to lose a yard or two.
I think they were trying to surprise him there, Rodney.
Nothing up the middle right now. Montgomery County, for the better part of the second half, has just been crashing everything in the middle. Harrison drops straight back to pass. They're trying to go to the flat to Green. Off of Green's hand. Incomplete at the 40-yard line. Well, they were trying to take advantage of some of that space that's out there. But to do that, you got to complete the pass.
Yep. You know, I'm not sure. Again, look over at this right side. I'm not sure why you don't run a two-step comeback to there. It is right there.
Zero takes it to the 35-40, across for the 45 to the 50. First down yardage.
Yep.
You ask why they don't run it, and that's exactly what he did.
And got 12 yards off of it.
And got 12 yards.
But why is it taking so long to run it? You know, it's been there all night long.
First and 10 across the midfield stripe to the Montgomery County 47-yard line. 10-15, clock is rolling. Two receivers top of the field, single receivers to the near side is Green.
Now you have that same setup on the left side.
They're running it to the left side, and it was a low snap, and Harrison couldn't get the play out, and it was open.
It was open to Harrison, but there was the DN or the outside backer come in that time a little bit on that side. I think Harrison could have went ahead and threw that pass, but just didn't. But it was open.
2nd and 8. Play we're talking about is the slot receiver running back towards the quarterback and then cutting it upfield as soon as the pass is made. Harrison, a busted play, was looking to throw, kind of fumbled the snap, cuts upfield and gets back to the line of scrimmage. On the scramble, might gain a half a yard. It'll be 3rd and 16.
You know, Corey, I don't know. We're seeing a couple offensive linemen getting blown back. It looks like timeout.
Timeout on the field here with about 8 minutes left in this football game. We'll be back with more after this on Eagle Sports.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by All Parts, Eagles Nest Inn, Bed and Breakfast, and Sun Window Company.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that. because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, State Farm Agents, Pepsi, and Ackles Farm Market.
9 holes. Oh.
9 minutes and 11 seconds left in this one. It's getting a little bit chilly up here. It'd be a good day to be playing. It's a not so good day to be sitting on the aluminum bleachers calling the game. Harrison looks to the right side, has a man open at the 30-yard line, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Bulldogs, and I believe that is
Blackwell.
Blackwell with the touchdown strike from Harrison.
Blackwell has a nice gait whenever he runs. He's got that. He's a smooth runner. He doesn't look like that he's really going, but he covers a lot of ground with that gait that he has.
Yeah, beautiful throw by Harrison also. Nice protection.
Nice protection, yeah.
Blackwell takes it in from nearly 50 yards. Louisiana lines up to go for 2. Handoff to Zero, running to the left side, tries to get to the corner, and he throws it into the end zone. And the 2-point conversion is good. Same play has scored them 10 points tonight, two two-point conversions and a touchdown. And it's 41-22, 9:02 left to play here in the fourth quarter.
2-point conversion was good. That makes the score 41.
We'll take a short break as well. Back with more on Eagle Sports.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, Brown's Auto Body Services, and Kearns Construction.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM, brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market, Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Well, that was the offensive drive that Louisiana needed. 41-22, only 9 minutes left in this football game.
So Bowling Green has it's a final there. They have beat Mark Twain 65-0.
You know, Louisiana really onside kicks quite a bit anyway, kind of expected here. This is a pooch kick down the right side. We'll see. It's on the ground, and there's a penalty flag. Don't know what they're going to call.
I don't either. I didn't see a fair catch signal go up with anybody.
No, there's a flag down, and it was thrown right at the point where the Louisiana defender and the Montgomery County defender kind of collided for the ball, and then the ball bounced off one of the players back to the 24 or 5-yard line where Montgomery County fell on it. I don't know exactly what they're going to call there.
I don't either.
I certainly didn't see a fair catch call.
I didn't see a fair catch signal.
Well, I feel like this is going to be something that goes against Louisiana for some reason. I don't really know why. Well, let's see what we've got here. They're explaining it to the Montgomery County coach.
Kick catching interference, kicking team, 15-yard penalty, first down, Montgomery County.
They called it a kick-catching interference penalty, which I didn't really know you're allowed to catch it if you don't fair catch it.
I'm not aware of that.
So after all of that, Montgomery County is going to get it right near midfield, just on the Montgomery County side at the 49-yard line.
I'm going to have to do some homework on that one.
First and 10, Montgomery County. The Wildcats have the ball in a 19-point lead, 41-22. Change of quarterback in again, Hogue. Takes it, runs straight up the middle, gets across midfield to the Louisiana side of the 50-yard stripe. Gain of 2.
You know, Corey, the 3-down lineman has done a fairly nice job of anything up the middle. I kind of wondered why Louisiana hasn't widened their backers out a little bit more. At least if you're not going to line up in the gaps, you know, widen those backers out, maybe to even outside shoulder of the offensive tackles and help take some things away.
Hogue calls for the snap, looks to the right, fakes the pass, crosses the 50, going to be drugged down there. Nice job by Brady Shepard. Hogue will be wrestled down after a short gain of maybe 1. Ball spotted at the Louisiana 48-yard line. 3rd and 8.
Brady Shepard looked like a heat-seeking missile that time. He had a bead and took a great angle and put the jets on and took Hogue down.
Standard formation is 3 receivers to the far side, 2 receivers to the near side. Hogue rolls out to the right side, across the 50 to the 45, down to the 42-yard line, maybe a yard short of the first down. It'll be 4th and short. Fourth and short. Ellis back into the game at quarterback for Montgomery County. He'll call for the ball, takes the snap, just looks to find a spot, finds it, crosses the 40 to the 35-yard line, first down.
All he does is take the snap and makes a couple stutter steps, see where the backers are going, and then makes his cut and runs. And it's been quite successful for him.
Ellis picks up the first down, and Hogue back in to run things from there. We've come under the 7-minute mark, 41-22. Montgomery County has the ball in the 19-point lead here, 4th quarter. What has been a very brisk evening. Hogue comes to the near side. To the 40, to the 35, 30. Hit there by a host of Bulldogs, drugged down just inside the 30 at the 28-yard line.
Gets inside the 30 to the 29.
I'll be kind here. I'll just say they're certainly let the offensive line play tonight.
They are. That you don't normally, well, you just don't normally see a defensive lineman pursuing the quarterback and then face plant, being shoved from behind. 2nd and 5. Hogue runs to the near side, crosses the 30, wrestled down just shy of the 25-yard line. Should be about a yard short of the first down.
Hogue on the carry. And spot the ball.
Boy, in case anyone's wondering, if you got a really cool night, if you want some furniture for your yard, aluminum, it really is good for not holding heat. Because that's what I've been sitting on for the balance of the day, and it's a little bit chilly.
Yeah.
Hogue takes the snap, runs across the 25, 20, 15, still fighting for yardage. Down around the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
What about the 11-yard line?
11 or 12. 1st and 10.
Well, next week, we'll be back at Cunningham Field. It'll be homecoming, the Hall of Fame induction. We'll be back at Cunningham Field. It'll be homecoming, the Hall of Fame induction, and all kinds of festivities. So if you can't make it, or if you're out of the area and want to listen to it, tune us in. We'll have that game for you for sure, and all of the festivities that go with it. Hogue takes the snap, 1st and 10 from the 11.
Hogue on the carry.
Hogue going to be hit in the backfield and dropped at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
In the following week, we have an odd varsity game on a Thursday night, and I should say almost late afternoon because I believe it starts at 5:30.
5:30. They had some trouble finding officials on Friday night, so they moved the game to Thursday. We'll have that one to you as well, and then this crew will be in Pittsfield, I believe, on that Friday night.
Yeah, the next Friday night we'll be in Pittsfield.
Hogue takes the snap, runs right up the middle to the 10, to the 5, inside the 5, to the 4.
Hogue on the carry.
It'll be 4th and about 2. 4 minutes left in this one. Louisiana trying to stiffen here. Well, they're going to call it 3rd and 1.
And homecoming next week, Louisiana against Van Far, that's going to go a long way as far as district seedings.
We'll take a look at the district records and seedings and talk about that next week. We're going to step aside for a break, timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Back with more after this on Eagle Sports.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Central State Bank of Illinois, Craig's Truck and Tractor, and Woods Smoked Meats.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling.
High school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
As you leave the stands, we'd appreciate it if you would pick up the trash.
Welcome back to Montgomery County High School. The score is 41-22. Montgomery County's beating the Louisiana Bulldogs. 3 minutes, 44 seconds left. 3rd and 1. Coming out of a timeout.
Hogue stays on to run the offense. Stands alone in the backfield, waits the snap. Man in motion comes across the formation to the right side. Hogue takes it, running to the near side, and he heads to the pylon. And a touchdown. Well, the official finally got around to signaling the touchdown. 3-yard run for Hogue, 47-22.
Yeah, I'm beginning to see how Montgomery County's kind of guarding these gaps. They're grabbing hold of the defensive lineman and pretty blatant holding. We've seen it about every play, but obviously I guess the officials have.
Naylor comes on to kick the extra point. Snap back, ball down. This is a high, long end-over-end kick. They're going to say it's wide to the left.
Kick is no good.
Kick is no good, 47-22. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We'll be back with the conclusion of this one on Eagle 102 after this.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by MASH, Pike County Glass, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Welcome to Vast National Bank. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm here to talk to someone about a loan.
Oh, I'll grab you the L97B. We call it the Just Talking form.
What about actually applying for a loan?
Oh my, let me pop in the toner cartridge. Hey Bill, you want to pass me the big stapler?
Yeah, I'm just going to go to People's Savings Bank.
Skip the mega bank and trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102, brought to you by Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
Well, the late score makes it 47-22 in favor of Montgomery County. The Wildcats on top of Louisiana by 25. Naylor has a pretty strong leg. He's going to tee it up at the 40 and put it in play. Moves into it with the right feet. This kick will come to Green at the 25, across the 25 to the 27, near the 30.
I wonder if DeMarco Green was in shock that they actually kicked the ball to him. That's the first one I've seen in, 5 ball games, I believe.
He ran one back, and that was the end of it. Now, Louisiana has Green that lines up deep, and Zerwa and Harrison are the up backs, and they've had some good returns as well. Had a good return there last week against Mark Twain right off the bat. So Louisiana comes to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10. Cooper, Lumley in motion. Harrison just gets rid of it, dumps it over the middle. Don't know if there's a receiver there or not. Harrison looked left, looked right, nothing on either side. Had to just get rid of it to avoid taking the sack. It's 2nd and 10. Ball resting at the Louisiana 30-yard line. Single receiver to the near side. 2 to the top of the field. Single back to Shepard. Harrison rolls to his left, looks to air it out down the field. And that ball is intercepted at midfield. Underthrown to Zierwa. And Montgomery County picks it off and will have it 1st and 10 at the Louisiana 45.
Yeah, that time Ethan actually had some time to set up and throw. Just throwing against the wind up here, and it's tough, especially for a young quarterback to be able to adjust to where he's not used to throwing in the wind or with it, either way.
So Hogue runs the offense. 1st and 10. Thing about it, this Montgomery County offense, they run out basically out of the same formation. 3 receivers to the wide side, 2 to the near side. Straight up the middle, Hogue. Hit after a short game. The clock starts.
No gain on the play.
I'm going to say no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 as we come under the 3-minute mark of the 4th quarter.
Louisiana's going to have some nice weather for homecoming week. This upcoming week's going to warm up a little bit early in the week. And, you know, I know the elementary school, the primary elementary always does some fun days. You know,
well, they're going to change the parade, though, the parade route, aren't they?
Parade date is going to be Thursday
but
night.
Instead of going downtown, aren't they starting at the park or something?
Yeah,
coming toward the high school?
And back to the high school with the bonfire.
2nd and 10. Pass into the flat to the 40-yard line. Caught there.
Pass complete to McCurdy.
McCurdy with the reception. Gain of about 8 or 9.
You know, of course, that's always a fun week for the football team, and the softball team starts districts next week, and it's a good week in Louisiana. So homecomings are always fun in a small town.
3rd and 2. 2 minutes left in this one. 47-22 Montgomery County. McCurdy comes in motion across the formation to the right. Hogue looks to throw, dumps it to McCurdy, and he's hit and dropped. Ball's loose. I think they're going to rule him down. 1st down yardage.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Do you guys remember the Spirit Stick?
Yeah.
I do.
The homecoming skit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they do the
I think I remember
stick.
my sophomore year at halftime, somehow the floats caught on fire. They used to have the floats, and they brought them back to the high school every year, and the floats caught on fire mysteriously.
That was your sophomore year?
I believe so.
I remember something
freshman
about that.
or sophomore year, I think.
Yeah. I was just probably a 7th grader, or maybe even less. I remembered. I was really confused by that. You don't know the truth. You don't know any details of that, do you, Kelly?
I don't. I was on the sidelines, so I have a stone cold alibi.
The statutes of limitations has run out. If anybody wants to come forward,
I know a lot of those folks that were that would have been mischievous enough to have something like that happen, and they were all on the sideline with you. Is one thing.
A
lot of them were.
I think that's right. I think that's right. But one of them had to escape somewhere, Rodney.
Well, no doubt. Victory formation. They'll take a knee. 29 seconds left, and that will do it for this football game. Our final here is going to be 47-22. We will take a break. Be back with the post-game wrap-up after this on Eagle Sports.
The Eagle 102 post-game show is coming up.
When you're looking for a taste of Italy in Pike County, visit Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana, just a block from the riverfront on 3rd and Georgia. Create your own pasta dish. Experience the Gambino family recipe meatballs in a toasted garlic bun. Or enjoy some Italian wine with friends while indulging in cannoli dip with cinnamon sugar chips. Italian-American cuisine that's sure to tantalize your taste buds. Gambino's Eatery, 3rd in Georgia, downtown Louisiana.
It's time to visit Hayden's Motorsports Center in Frankfort. Time to ride with Honda and Polaris ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Time to work with Steel and Husqvarna chainsaws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, and more. Hayden's Motorsports Center, just off Highway 61 North in Frankfort.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM.
Well, this one's in the books. Montgomery County over Louisiana.
See it, Mark.
47-22 is our final score. Well, Louisiana started off this first half very competitive, had the lead for a moment, only trailed by one score at the second half, and things just got away from them as they got underway in the third quarter.
You know, not quite like last week, but quite a bit like last week. They come out well, did what they needed to do, and as the game wore on, they just couldn't make enough adjustments to be able to stay in the ball game. And I'm not sure what needs to happen. But something needs to happen where they can use that hot start that they're getting in the last two games and be able to carry it on out through to the end of the game and get a victory.
Absolutely, and unable to do that tonight. They'll be in action again, as we mentioned, next week, homecoming against Van Far. Is that correct? Next week?
Mm-hmm. Next week, yep, Van Far.
And normal kickoff time Friday night, is that correct also, 7 o'clock?
That's correct.
So keep it tuned to Eagle 102 this week for the schedule of events. There are some additional events. You've got the parade is on Thursday this week, and you've got a Hall of Fame induction, I think, that's going to be taking place at halftime of the football game. So
and senior night.
So keep it. If you're in town and you're in the area, or you're coming back in, certainly come to the game. If you're unable to do so, tune it in to Eagle 102, and we'll bring you all of the action.
Also, we'd like to thank Eagle 102 Sports would like to thank Dr. Tom Ward, the superintendent of Louisiana schools, for coming up here and talking to us a little bit about homecoming week, about the softball districts, and about the hiring process for the next head coach of the Louisiana football team.
Well, 47-22 is our final here in Montgomery County. For Kelly Henderson, Corey Radford, I'm Rodney Dolbear. Thank you all, and good night.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio. Serving the Twin Pike counties of Missouri and Illinois, Eagle 102, KJFM, Louisiana Bowling Green, and Eagle 97.5, WBBA Pittsfield.
He said, just think it over and write me a list so we can figure out what we both deserve. She hardly could believe it, that their love had come to this, dividing and deciding his and hers. But she grabbed a paper napkin and asked the waitress for a pen, and one by one she wrote down what she wanted most from him. Honesty, sincerity, tenderness and trust. a little less time for the rest of the world, and more for the two of us. Kisses each morning, I love yous at night, just like it used to be, the way life was when you were in love with me. She reached across the table